Okay, good morning dear students. Welcome back once again. Okay, now I'll be doing the continuation of the same chapter which I started last week, that is the fundamental rights. Understood? Now in the previous class, okay, I'd done just 3 fundamental rights, and I'd clearly mentioned that out of the 6 fundamental rights, okay, I've done 3 in the previous class. So today I'll be doing the rest of the 3 fundamental rights. Understood? Not only that, as you already know, we have 7 fundamental rights. I mentioned this before also. Okay. Out of the 7 fundamental rights, 1 fundamental right has been deleted or removed, that is right to property. So at present, we just have 6 fundamental rights. And I also mentioned that for each fundamental right, you need to do a detailed study. Means for every fundamental right, certain articles are being mentioned. Okay, so you need to mention what is under each article. Okay, so first 3 I've done last week. So today the rest 3 I'll be doing. Okay, so the 4th fundamental right is your right to freedom of religion. Now this, I think every one of you must be knowing or aware of it, since as you know, India is a secular state. Yes or no? Okay, so India is a secular state. So India being a secular state, okay, one particular right the Indians enjoy is the freedom to choose, to select, to profess, to practice the religion of their own choice. Understood? So the 4th fundamental right, which states right to freedom of religion, means India, since it is a secular state, okay, so therefore in India, the citizens, they have got the full right to enjoy, to profess, to practice, to follow the religion of their own choice, which means in India, there is no such state religion. State religion means where the people of one particular country, one particular state have to strictly follow just one particular religion. But that is not the case in India. So Article 25 to 28, that is under freedom of religion. So Article 25 says that every individual, okay, every citizen in India, they've got the full right, the full freedom to practice, to profess, to follow the religion of your own choice. That is as per Article 25. Okay, because please remember, under right to freedom of religion, you have Articles 25 to 28. Okay, now what does Article 26 state? Article 26 states right to freedom to manage religious affairs. Means here under Article 26, okay, the Constitution has guaranteed or has given the right to establish and maintain institutions which are religious, and those religious institutions can be used for charitable purpose. Now, charity means we are giving social service. You're working for whom? The needy people. Isn't it not? Okay. You're working for the society. You're providing social service. Okay. So here Article 26 states that religious institutions, okay, and this has been guaranteed to the citizens by the Constitution itself, where religious institutions can be used for charitable purposes, which means for the welfare of the society or for providing social service to the people, or you can say rendering social service, giving social service to the people. That is under Article 26. Okay. Now let's see what does Article 27 state. Article 27 states no tax for religion. Means here, okay, no taxes can be levied, no taxes can be imposed on any religious institutions or any religious organizations, which means any institution, any organization which is related to your religion, okay, such institutions, such associations or organizations should be tax free, because your religious institutions and organizations, they cannot be imposed taxes. Okay, that is Article 27. The last one, Article 28, states that ban on religious institutions, government educational institutional means in any governmental organizations or in any governmental institutions, which means run, aided, financed by the government. In such institutions, no religious instruction should be given, or education should not be imparted on religious grounds. Okay, so this is the fourth fundamental right, right to freedom of religion, where I've covered all the articles under 25 to 28. Okay, now the next fundamental right is cultural and educational rights, which has got two articles, Article 29 and Article 30. Okay, now under cultural educational rights, what does Article 29 state? Article 29 states that the minorities, okay, that is the people who are lesser or fewer in number. Because in India, as you know, there are two groups, the majority group and the minority group. Majority means the ones who are larger in number, more in number. Okay, minorities means the one who are lesser or fewer in number. So here under Article 29, under cultural education rights, the minorities also, okay, they are given a chance or an opportunity, you can say, to preserve, to protect their culture, their heritage, etc. Okay, it's clearly given there. They are given the right to preserve their culture, their language, their script, their tradition, their heritage, etc. Because though they are the minorities, still they should also be given equal representation, or you can say equal rights, since they are part of the same country. Okay, then what does Article 30 state? Article 30 states establish educational minorities means here the minorities are given, okay, the full freedom, okay, the opportunity, the choice to join any educational institutions which is of their own choice. Okay, so all this comes under your cultural and educational rights. Okay, then we have the last fundamental right, which is right to constitutional remedies, and here you have just one single article, that is Article 32. Okay, now under Article 32, this states that judiciary is the custodian of rights, means it is the judiciary through the Supreme Court which protects and guards the Constitution. Because as per this fundamental right, if any citizen is deprived or denied of their rights, okay, then what can we do as individuals? We can make an appeal to the court, or we can file a case in the court. Why? Because the court's duty is, or the court does protect our fundamental rights. Because every individual in India is entitled to enjoy all the basic rights and liberties. No one can take away our rights. If anyone does so, or if we feel that we are being deprived of our rights, then we can file a case in the court and the court shall give us justice. Now here remember one thing, the courts, in order to protect our fundamental rights, issues writs. Okay, issues writs. Now what are writs? It's an official order, okay, or a command which is issued by the courts to protect our fundamental rights. Then you just need to know the names of writs. You need not go in detail, like your habeas corpus, okay, your mandamus, your quo warranto, your certiorari. These are the writs issued in order to protect our fundamental rights. Understood? Okay, so this comes under right to constitutional remedies under Article 32. Okay, so today I have completed the portion fundamental rights, okay, the different kinds of fundamental rights, and I've clearly mentioned with the detailed study, you cannot just memorize or remember the 6 fundamental rights. You also need to know the articles properly. What does each article state? Okay, so now in the next class I'll be doing directive principles of state policy. Okay, now under directive principles of state policy, we'll be studying the meaning, okay, the classification and the last topic, implementation, and the last topic would be the relationship between directive principles and your fundamental rights. Okay, so till then, thank you class. Shweta.